We're in our 30-year celebration week. We're celebrating 30 years at San Lamere, and today is our President's Cup. So today is about honouring our presidents who was at the club here from 92 onwards. And it's really just a way for us to say thank you for the thankless job that they do. And we celebrate it every year in December, and what better way to make it part of our celebration week here at San Lamere.
San Lamere was developed towards the end of the 70s. My own involvement started towards the end of the 80s. When I took over as the CEO of Sanlam Properties, we've realized that San Lamere is not growing, it's not going anywhere. So we've decided to build a golf course. We've had the Massey course here, but that was not good enough. So part and parcel of the strategy was that we've paid a visit to Spain and to Portugal, and within 2 days we've realized that the only thing to solve our problem in terms of selling our unit here at San Lamere is to build a golf course. When we decided to build the course, remember, Sanlam Properties was a wholly owned subsidiary of Sanlam, the insurance company. And we managed quite a big portfolio at that point in time. I mean, it was within our decision-making powers to do so. But Sanlam was not very much impressed at that point in time. They said, listen here, we've appointed you to manage a commercial property portfolio, not the leisure portfolio, and definitely not a golf course. But it was almost too late because we've already asked for tenders. We've asked 3 designers to do the design for us at that point in time. And eventually, after a visit to Cape Town, where we discussed it with Sanlam Exco, we've decided to appoint Peter Matkowitz and their race. My chairman at that point in time, when we arrived in Cape Town, he looked at Peter Matkowitz and he said to him, Engelsman, can you build a golf course? And with a long explanation from Peter as well as from Dale, we decided they are the guys to make something special here at San Lamere. The cost of building the golf course at that point in time was 9 million, without the clubhouse and without the pro shop and without the store facilities that we've got there. And I mean, it's ridiculous to think that you can build a golf course for 9 million. Okay, but it's 30 years back. I mean, if you escalate it to today, it's probably going to cost you 150 to 200 million, if not more. There was a lot of resistance from a lot of homeowners, to that extent that about 86 of the existing homeowners in 1992 decided they don't like the golf course because it's going to cost them some money. So we've had to establish a separate company with the name of Sun Golf, where we've accommodated all the golfers. They've had to pay the entrance fee. In fact, they've had to buy a share in Sun Golf to become a member of the country club. And Sanlam sponsored the club for the best part, I think, of 11 years that we've had to carry the losses. But eventually, it was a loss leader at the beginning, because we've managed to sell all of the units, all of the vacant stands, because of the golf course. And what we've learned was that I think it more than doubled the prices of houses and stands within the first 3 months after we've opened the golf course. And eventually, I can remember units that were sold for about 600,000 at that point in time is selling for something like 5.5 to 6 million now. So it was really a loss leader. Today it is the biggest asset for San Lamere, because that is what San Lamere is all about. If you think about San Lamere, you think about the golf course. And I think it was one of the best investments that Sanlam ever made, despite a lot of unhappiness in Sanlam about the golf course.
We've got a 10-year plan that we're busy rolling out, and that 10-year plan will see some changes on a couple of holes. We've redone the greens recently, we've added a lot of drainage, we've leveled tee boxes, cleared trees, opened it up a little bit to make it more enjoyable for your weekend golfer or your average golfer that can come out here and still feel like he's got a chance, because as you know, there's quite a bit of water around, and it's a very unforgiving golf course. But because we've made the changes, it's become so popular and so much easier to play for your weekend warrior. What's nice about the facility is that there's so many families that's here and enjoying themselves at San Lamia. So we've got kids and ladies and grandparents playing with grandkids and parents, families playing together, and there's families that have been coming here for a lot of years. So the kids were really small and now they're out of the house, but they still come to San Lamia for school holidays because it's where they grew up and that's what they know. So really nice to have that blend out on the golf course, which is what we need, and that's why the club is thriving at the moment.
If you look at the golf course and how it changed over the years, there's one consistency that's taken place. It eats up golfers. Weekend after weekend. This is not a particularly easy golf course, but I think it brings with that, you know, the sort of challenge that you want as a golfer. To not only play against your competition and your mates that shares a four ball with you, but to play the golf course and play it well. When we redid our greens, it was in 2014, more or less 2013, 2014, I might be out a year, I think was a key moment to establish a quality 18-hole green golf course and be able to host quite a number of key events. You can only do that if you've got a golf course that can convince, you know, organisers that this is the place to have key events. And I think in a way we've been able to do that.
In my view, it's a mix between the Parklands course and the links course, because we've got more than enough wind and we've got more than enough trees and bush at San Lamia. I don't think it's a long course, and therefore people with high handicaps, people with age 80, 85, they can still play the course because the course is not that long. I can remember way back when we hosted the Masters here in 96 and 96. Some of the pros complained about that it's a short course. And the next day, the commissioner of the tour at that point in time decided, okay, we're going to make it a little bit difficult. So he moved back all of the tees. And half of the guys didn't make the cut. It's all about staying out of trouble. Don't try to hit too far. Play safe. That is perhaps the best way to describe it. Play safe.
The other thing that committees over years were able to do is to improve the level of fairways that we have, to the extent that we're able to play with the fairways that we had today. 15, maybe 20 years back, we just did not have this level of quality. So over the years and the many committees and the strategies and objectives that they had certainly contributed to the quality of a golf course that we see here today.
I think the biggest challenge that we faced is post-COVID, to get the club back on track and see golfers turning back and being hungry for playing golf in the club, and just around increasing the turnover and the bar increasing, the changes that we've made to the course, and the condition of the course improving. It's just been a phenomenal effort by Pierre and his team and the committee in getting the course playable. So we've got a T42 tournament that we play in May every year. A partner tournament, husband and wife or partner, which has got a phenomenal contribution to the club and really exciting. And then our main tournament is our 4x4 championship. It's played in August. It's about 32 four balls, men only. We raise money for charity, and it's just a phenomenal 3-day event. People stay on the estate, we have a massive party, serious golf. Apart from that, we've also had some very professional tournaments. We had the Ladies Masters here over the last few years. We have got the Mark McNulty Junior Foundation tournament here. We have the Sunshine Tour event quite recently, Vodacom Origins, that was played here. So it's been a phenomenal season for San Lamia in hosting tournaments and local tournaments that we played at our wonderful course.
What's unique is that we've got about 70% of visitors playing at San Lamia. So attracting many people from outside, but still coming to San Lamia to enjoy all the other amenities. Staying at the villas at San Lamia, approximately 150 being rented out on a permanent basis. Approximately 2013, we improved the clubhouse, and the clubhouse has become much more than just a clubhouse for golfers. It's become a community clubhouse where the families come and wait for the men to finish their rounds at midday, and then having lunch together and spending the afternoon together at the clubhouse. The Saint-Lamier has really become a holiday destination for many. Yeah, one of the things we try to achieve at Saint-Lamier is to call it more a resort than a formal club. We've got no rules regarding dressing towards when you come and visit the clubhouse. You can come in your plockies and your shorts and we will welcome you there. So it's really become a resort place more than a formal club where people have to be more formally attired wherever they go. Also, when one goes on the course, we've got very few signs on the course. We don't tell people where to drive and so forth. We want them to enjoy themselves and really have a good time. That's really what we want to achieve at Saint-Lamier.